तो देख लो। वेलकम 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 वेलकम, स्वागत है आपका सर। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
सचिन, आपने शुरू में कहा कि कातिल कैसे होते हैं, दिखने में कैसे होते हैं। तो कातिल दिखने में खूनी दरिंदे नहीं होते हैं। दे आर ऑर्डिनरी आदमी और औरत, हमारे और आपके जैसे। और कई तो ऐसे टक्सीडो भी पहनते हैं। मुझे तो आप पे भी शक हो रहा है।
नहीं नहीं सही सर, सर सर मैं आपके साथ हूं। मैं सर इतना इनोसेंट दिखता हूं मैं सर? कहां से, किस एंगल से?
अच्छा, मैं कैसे मान लूं कि आप खूनी नहीं हैं? और आप ही क्यों? यहाँ जो हमारे मीडिया के साथी बैठे हैं, इनमें भी हो सकता है कातिल, है ना? हाँ हाँ, वो दिख रही है मुझे शर्मा जी। मयूर, आप कहाँ थे जिस दिन हादसा हुआ? उस रात आप कहाँ थे? अच्छा, नहीं हो सकता है। तो इनमें से भी एक काम करो, आप कातिल नहीं हो तो मेरी मदद करना।
डेफिनेटली, आपका हुक्म सर, आंखों पर।
ठीक है। और मैं बारीकी से जाके देख रहा हूँ एक एक जर्नलिस्ट को कि इनमें से कातिल कौन हो सकता है।
यकीनन सर, पर्दे के पीछे जाएं।
हाँ।
मैं सस्पेक्ट्स यकीनन पेश करूंगा इस मंच पर उससे पहले जल्दी 5 के विनर को हमने वादा किया था। मेजर खुलासा, जो कि आपकी एंट्री, आपकी रॉयल एंट्री, उसी के साथ एक फोटो विद पंकज जी। सो आई रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्लीज जॉइन अस ऑन स्टेज फॉर एन एक्सक्लूसिव।
अरे मैं किलर विलर नहीं हूँ यार। मदहोशी में कटी है अपनी जिंदगी। मदहोशी में कटी है अपनी जिंदगी। खून वून से नहीं, धुएं और मौत से है अपनी दिल लगी। थैंक यू। बाय सचिन।
ये तो वाइब करने आया है, खून ही नहीं लगता। लेट्स गिव इट अप फॉर सुहेल नैयर।
थैंक यू।
Suspect और मैं sounds like a sazish of the gossip queens and warriors. Listen, if you have any questions, don't ask me. Contact my lawyers.
Ooh, those looks. क्या ये लाल लिपस्टिक और गालों पे रूज के पीछे एक कातिल का चेहरा हो सकता है? Yes, we never know. Tisca Chopra is our suspect number 2.
Absolutely not.
हुकुम, सिर्फ हुकुम। मैं और मर्डर, अरे आई एम रॉयल्टी यार। और वैसे भी मेरी गोल्फ और कार्ड पार्टी का टाइम शुरू हो रहा है यार। यू आर वेस्टिंग माय टाइम। आई एम लीविंग फ्रॉम हियर। सी ऑल। और ये आपके लिए 30 रुपए है बच्चों की मिठाई के लिए। एंजॉय।
Thank you sir, thank you so much.
भाई यहाँ से चलो।
याद रखना, मैं सस्पेंस फिल्म्स की ड्रीम गर्ल हूं। एक मर्डर के लिए मैं अपना इमेज कैसे खराब कर सकती हूं? गॉट इट गाइस?
ये तो स्टार है, स्टार। आसमां में रहने वाली परी है, खूनी तो नहीं लगती, राइट? करिश्मा कपूर फॉर यू फोक्स।
देखो, कसूर किसी और का, इल्जाम किसी और पे। हम तो यार आशिक आदमी हैं, हमसे मर्डर कैसे होगा बताओ?
ये बेचारा दिल फेंक प्रेमी खूनी नहीं लगता। आप लोगों को क्या लगता है? प्लीज गिव इट अप फॉर विजय वर्मा।
नमस्ते। मैं तो हूं बहुत भोली, कभी लाइफ में ना चलाऊं गोली। मुझे इस क्लब से एक्चुअली है बहुत बहुत प्यार। आई वुड नेवर किल, ट्रस्ट मी मेरे यार। और अब देखना मेरा ट्रेलर, और देखना बार बार, देखना लगातार।
ये मोहतरमा तो बड़ी अच्छी अच्छी और प्यारी प्यारी बातें करती हैं। Ladies and gentlemen, that's Sara Ali Khan. Well, I know she is one of the suspects, but innocence छलकता है इनकी बातों से, right?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Dinu. No pressure. We've only had successes together on the back of Mimi, Chor, and our murder Mubarak. But you know, at Netflix, we believe in just one thing. You should have something for every mood. And if you're in the mood for suspense, thrill, comedy, excitement, a little bit of Dinu, a lot of Homie. Murder Mubarak is all for you. So March 15th, Mubarak aap sabko aur hum sabko. And I think the one line that really sums up Murder Mubarak for us is expect the unexpected. This is a roller coaster ride. Every one of those suspects that you saw who came and said, humne nahi kiya hai, well, maybe you should believe them because I think I'm going to throw to the one person who's definitely guilty of murder, and that's Homi Adajania, the visionary, the director par excellence, and he hasn't coerced me to say this at all. I mean it. Homi, can we have you on stage, please?
20 rupee note to give her for saying that about me.
It's a season of 20 rupee notes, I think, this afternoon. Sanjay Kapoor started the trend. So, Homi, welcome. Homi Adajania.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed our trailer and asked me questions because I have nothing to say.
The look, the feel looks tremendous. It was quirky and it was enticing as well as intriguing as well. How did you manage?
What's interesting about the cast is that it's really a multi-generational cast. I mean, going from whether it's Dimple to Lolo to Sara and Vijay and just all of them, Sanjay, Tisca, just all very unique actors, very unique people. And what's very interesting in the narrative of Murder Mubarak, sorry, I left out Pankaj Tripathi, which is the reason I made this movie. But back to the characters. But these characters are so interesting and they're so different and unique from each other. And I think all our actors have inhabited these characters so truthfully and as wacky as they are, but they're extremely sort of endearing and entertaining. And yeah, so I mean, the coup was, I think all of us managed to pull the coup together. I don't think I could have just picked up a phone and sorted this out. So it was good.
You said the last, we always save the best for last, right? So let's call on the best on stage, yeah, with your permission.
Please.
Absolutely. I request you please take your seats, settle down. And with that, we open the floor for media Q&A. मेरे थोड़े सवाल हैं जो मैं आप सबसे पूछना चाहता हूँ. Hey there. And congratulations to you as well. I hope I'm visible. Yeah. So, a couple of questions to all of you. Dinesh sir, starting with you. And considering your successful, super successful partnership with Netflix in the past, with just as you mentioned, with Chor Nikal Ke Bhaga being a breakout film last year of 2023, how was it returning to Netflix with Murder Mubarak this time? And Mubarak on that?
I think it's the perfect, next partnership with Netflix because I feel, the world of the club culture actually, how the film happened, we should start with. Anuja isn't here. She wrote a really, really amazing book. Sharda sitting right there got it, converted with Ghazal, and Supro into a beautiful script. And then Homi happened to read the script and say that it's not nice at all, like he does every time when he reads any film. And then maybe on second reading, the coin drops with him and he's saying it's not that bad. It's happened to most of the films that I've worked. So I think what's special about Murder Mubarak was Anuja's book, this tremendous cast, Netflix being the ultimate destination, and Homi Adajania, who's I think probably the best murder mystery teller. He's only done one, but I remember when, the end of Being Cyrus, nobody could predict. So I think, like this entire event's about who the murderer is, looking at all these wonderful actors. Now, I actually think it's Pankaj Tripathi, and he's just like confusing everybody. So I feel, murder mysteries have been very, very successful on Netflix. There haven't been that many from India. So this marks its first. The film has a very, very eclectic pseudo world represented by these amazing actors, and Pankaj ji is like all our vision. He comes from the outside, and it's got haves versus have-nots, it's got right versus wrong, and it actually, there's not been a combination of a murder mystery and comedy together before, and I think that is the strength of this film. So hopefully, Ruchika, no pressure, let's not mess this up.
We're looking forward to what you've dished out, murder and comedy, thriller comedy, so thank you so much for giving us some of the best content always. Homi Adajania, I got that right.
Yes. Yeah, you got it right.
I did get that right.
But didn't you say it the first time?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Carry on, sorry. That's not
It's a very, very interesting ensemble. While visualizing the characters, did you particularly have each one of these in mind?
No, well, I didn't write the script, so I didn't visualize the characters. But when I got the script and we had our characters in place, yes, well, most of them. And then some of them, I actually, in fact, Lolo was my big surprise because I just totally forgotten. That means I've known her since we've been like we were in school together. But you know, like, and I remember suddenly when someone mentioned her name and I said, shh, means I couldn't believe I had not thought about it. And she was absolutely sporting enough, came over and immediately agreed and just said, let's have a blast with it. That's it. And yeah, I mean, I have nothing else to say.
No, but how did you think
That's
of?
where it
No,
stops.
let me ask you. You didn't think of Vijay at all. He's sitting
Just
right
how
next
hard,
to you.
how hard is it to say that, yeah, I wanted these actors?
I did want most of them. No, I'll tell you very honestly, I was extremely excited to work with Pankaj. I love him, I love his work. And for me, I make films for probably all the wrong reasons. But one very important reason is to have a fantastic life experience and create a great memory of it. And my takeaway from that was, I mean, all of them, but really Pankaj for me was, he's better than an actor, he's just a gem of a human being. And for me, taking that home was, made me better for it. Yeah.
We vouch that, sir. Thank you, thank you. And now let's get the aspect from Ruchika as well about the actors. Ruchika, we've not seen such a stellar ensemble cast in a thriller in a long, long time. What really went into getting these amazing actors on board?
You know, I think the pressure that you've put on us with the success of Chor and Mimi and even Dasvi, actually, when we decided that we're going to tell the story together, we knew it had to be star-studded. We needed to be an ambitious ensemble. And I think each one here, from Tisca, Sara, Karisma, Sanjay, Vijay, Pankaj, Sohail, and even Dimple ma'am, who's not here, I think each one brings such incredible energy and talent to the film that we at Netflix are just glad that we get to tell the most ambitious thriller story, the most ambitious whodunit, with a lot of homey adajania, humor and madness. So we can't wait for the world to see this.
We look forward to it. Thank you so much. We can't wait for 15 March to go. To-dum. Wishing you the best for this one. Sara, my questions for you next. And the mic here, I have next to mic. Oh, got it. Cool. Netflix is home to some of the biggest thrillers like Knives Out and more recently Jaane Jaan. How does it feel to be a part of one of the most ambitious, as she rightly said, and entertaining thrillers to come out of Netflix? और आपको क्या लगता है कि audiences इस film के बारे में सबसे उन्हें अच्छा क्या लगेगा?
Ji, firstly, namaste again to everybody. Thank you so much for having us here. Sorry. नमस्ते आप सबको. Thank you आप लोग आए. उम्मीद है आप लोगों को हमारा ट्रेलर अच्छा लगा होगा. और I just feel honestly privileged and thankful and grateful for the opportunity to work with Homie sir in this film. I think that it's such a new kind of film. मैंने इस genre में काम नहीं किया है पहले और मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आया पता है काम करके काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिला काम के बारे में काम के अलावा भी और इतने दिग्गज कलाकारों के साथ काम करके बस बहुत अच्छा लगा तो I think gratitude is the answer to your question. And what's exciting about our film is मुझे लगता है that of course you know in any typical whodunit like you shouldn't be able to guess who the killer is and that goes without saying but उसके अलावा भी you know the process of finding out who the killer is, the world that Homie sir invites you into, the world that Dinu sir is presenting to you is just so wholesome, so funny, so interesting. It's such a new take कि मुझे लगता है इस दुनिया में बस सफ़र करना मज़ेदार होगा उम्मीद तो यही है.
I was just waiting for you to continue so that you spill some beans because Pankaj sir has given me the responsibility of finding who the suspect is, right? So who the killer is.
That is Pankaj sir's responsibility. He's done it brilliantly. So he's just pretending like it's yours. It's really not. The job is done.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And that let's get to Pankaj sir only next. And Pankaj sir, आपके लिए सर सबसे पहले Netflix पे आप छाए हुए हो. हमने सबने देखा Ludo, Gunjan Saxena, and of course Sacred Games. Now that you're coming back to Netflix with Murder Mubarak, आप अपने और Netflix के इस तालमेल के बारे में हमें क्या बताना चाहोगे?
बहुत अच्छा है तालमेल. रब ने बनाया मुझे तेरे लिए, Netflix के लिए. नहीं, अच्छा है. OTT OTT ने दुनिया बड़ी कर दी है। अब कुछ हर अभिनेता के पास अच्छे मौके हैं, अच्छी कहानियां हैं, तो बढ़िया तालमेल है, बहुत अच्छा है। वो लूडो हो, गुंजन सक्सेना हो, और भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं वहाँ पे, लोग काफ़ी देखते हैं, पसंद करते हैं। ये भी करेंगे। मैं अभी ही बता देता हूँ कि इस साल की सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद की जाने वाली फिल्म होने वाली है ये।
आपके तो हम दीवाने हैं ही, आपको मर्डर मुबारक और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
हाँ, आप सबको मुबारक हो मर्डर।
Thank you. Vijay, my next question is for you. कि if I can take the liberty to say, आप तो Netflix के darling हो. And each role of yours, you know, even the platform itself is so distinct, and you always surprise viewers with your roles, which has multiple layers, multiple shades in them. क्या आकाश डोगरा भी उन्हीं कदमों पर चलेंगे, and without giving away too much, आप थोड़ा बताएंगे आपके कैरेक्टर के बारे में, हम क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं?
It was a little bit of a break from the bad guys that I've played. I would like to say that because although ये mystery है तो मैं पूरा reveal नहीं करूँगा. But आकाश डोगरा is a lawyer, pro bono केस लड़ता है, फ्री में वकालत करता है, और उसका कहीं दिल टूटा है कहीं, तो अभी इतना ही पता है। और ये दिल्ली का जो क्लब है, he has a kind of a love-hate relationship with this club, and he wants to run away from it. So this is what I can tell right now.
पंकज जी?
मुझे क्लब से याद आया, बहुत कमाल विचित्र सी जगह है, अद्भुत जगह है, फिल्म देखेंगे तो पता चलेगा।
इस अद्भुत से जगह के एक और किरदार से हम बात करते हैं। करिश्मा, माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर यू, एंड आपने हमेशा कहा है कि जब आप कोई भी किरदार करेंगी, द रोल शुड बी मोटिवेटिंग इनफ फॉर यू टू गो बैक टू वर्क। कैन यू टेल अस व्हाट वाज द पर्टिकुलर रीजन बिहाइंड सेइंग यस टू मर्डर मुबारक, एंड व्हाट कैन द ऑडियंसेस एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम शहनाज नूरानी?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, trailer कैसा लगा? Genuinely. Okay, great. I think that's what the entire cast wants to hear. So I think, yes, as you all know, I'm very selective about what I do. So when Homie called me, and Homie is an old dear friend of mine, we went to school together, we've grown up together, and of course he's such a fantastic, quirky guy and maker.
But he forgot about you.
Yeah. So when I heard the script, the first reaction was like, oh my God, I have to be a part of this fantastically unusual film. So yes, I think you'll get to see a very different me in Shehnaz Noorani, and lots to expect, and I hope you all really enjoy the film as much as the trailer.
We look forward to the different avatar of yours, and wishing you the best. Thank
And
you.
of course, I have to add this absolutely stellar, fantastic cast. It was a pleasure to work with everyone, from Dino to Netflix to all these amazing actors. We had a blast and cherished memories, genuinely.
Thank you, and wish you the best. Thank you so much. Sanjay sir, my next question is for you, and if I could give you the mic here. Yeah. From Love Stories to Fame Game, coming on the Bollywood Wife Show, and now Murder Mubarak, each ensemble is more unique from the other. क्या prep जाता है एक ensemble में काम करने के पीछे, especially जब कैमरा के सामने हर एक अलग-अलग method, हर एक इंसान का अलग-अलग method होता है to perform.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Exactly जैसे आप बोल रहे हो, ऐसा ensemble cast है. So when I got this opportunity, when Homie called me and narrated a part of the script and everything, when I heard about the cast, it's very rare कि आपको एक फिल्म में मौका मिलता है कि करिश्मा के अलावा मैंने किसी और के साथ पहले काम नहीं किया था. So I got the opportunity to work with Sara, Tisca, Sohail, Pankaj ji, Vijay, Dimple, who was my childhood crush. जब बॉबी बन रही थी, हम बहुत बहुत छोटे थे, राज अंकल के घर जाते थे, तो लगता था इतनी खूबसूरत कौन है, और अभी भी वो इतनी खूबसूरत है. Unfortunately, she's not here. So that was something very, very, very exciting. And to be part of this ensemble cast, and especially to be directed by Homie, was absolutely wonderful. And like you said, you took the names of all the things what I've done for Netflix. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ, Netflix को बोलता रहता हूँ मुझे घर जवाई बना ले और घर पे ही रखे, काम करते रहूँगा मैं Netflix के लिए.
And you know, we were backstage and he's taught me.
और मेरे 20 रुपए याद रखना आप।
Sir, 40 है, इसलिए मैं
40
कह रहा था, हुकुम।
नहीं वो मेरे रोल का एक है, मैं जहाँ जाता हूँ
पैसे।
मेरा दिल बहुत बड़ा है, रणवजे का दिल बहुत बड़ा, 20-20 रुपए लोगों को बांटता रहता है वो।
इसलिए मैंने दिल के करीब अपने पास रखे हैं, अपने करीब रखे हैं।
थैंक यू। मिठाई बच्चों के लिए पर।
इंतजार रहेगा। Tisca, my next questions for you, your performances. Often praised for their depth that it has, and you know, how did you approach your character in this film, and what's one aspect or characteristic of Roshni Batra that particularly stayed with you, stuck with you?
Thank you, Sachin. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for crossing the sea link for us, most of you. When I met Homi, he looked at me and he said, "Yeah, TC!" So I said, "Have I met him before?" I'd never met him before. And he just gave me this big hug, and I was like, I'm losing my memory. I'm using the phone too much. You know, मेरे को याद नहीं आ रहा है मैं इनको कहाँ मिली हूँ. But that's what it was like. You know, he has this way of making everything seem like easy, breezy. He let you do your own thing, very improvisational. Roshni Batra, I've never done a comedy to this level. And for me, that was really joyous. सबने मेरे को बहुत दुखियारी माताओं के रोल में देखा है और you know तुझे सब है पता है ना माँ etc etc. But so to see and to be this person who could you know do these bizarre things. And the thing with Homi is he doesn't say, you know, you as an actor आप अपना shot देते हैं and then you look at him कि you know everybody looks at the director बहुत उम्मीद से कि कैसा किया मैंने, how was I, and he'd say, I can't say the word for it, but you know he would just say क्या तूने, and I would be like, you know, only Homi can say these things to you. It's hilarious. He's hilarious. And two other things to add to this. I've been a fan of the work that Maddock has been doing. I got my eye on them. And they were just the most fantastic producers. So enabling, so comforting. They had our back. We were there for a long 3 or 4 schedules in Delhi when we were shooting. They made it so comfortable. Thank you for that. And I'm finally on Netflix, so ta-dum!
Woo! Congratulations on that. And I was trying to eavesdrop what's happening at home. I was trying to figure out, do I talk like that? When did I have a stroke during the shoot? But Tisca, I think you're still in the, you know, I like the you're in the character today, Delhi Royal Club character, because when you तुझे सब है ना पता माँ, I love the way you said it. So you're full.
तुझे सब है पता है ना माँ. She's a totally different kind of ma. She's got it going on, this ma. In this club, she's got it going on. She's not the ma that you saw earlier.
Oh, we got that. I like the vibe there. Wishing you the best. And Suhail, my questions to you. Delhi ke Gabru Jawan.
जी.
You know, did being from Delhi and your familiarity with the city made it easy for you to step into the character?
100%. मतलब जहाँ से मैं आता हूँ वहाँ की कहानी होगी और मेरे घर के बहुत पास था जहाँ पे हम लोग शूट कर रहे थे, तो उस एरिया में मैं बड़ा हूँ और ऐसे किरदार मैंने बहुत देखे हैं, तो थोड़ी आसानी हो जाती है, तो सही है.
थोड़ा अपने कैरेक्टर के बारे में हम बताएंगे प्लीज.
तो यश बत्रा नाम है, वो लोग उसको गलत समझते हैं, भोला सा आदमी है, कभी कभी ड्रग्स कर लेता है. तो लोग गलत समझते हैं बेचारे को. कई बार ऐसा होता है सचिन, कई चीजें जैसी दिखती हैं वैसी होती नहीं, पर कई बार जैसी दिखती हैं वैसी होती हैं. ये जानने के लिए आपको फिल्म देखनी पड़ेगी.
Looks are deceptive. 15 मार्च को पता चलेगा हमें क्या है, कौन है खूनी. But wishing you all the best, and with that, मेरे सवाल जवाब का कोटा खत्म हो चुका है. I open the floor for media, but before you ask a question, please raise your hand, identify yourself, the publication that you belong to, और सवाल किस person. So I request our volunteers to please. Smita.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Go for it.
Yeah, my question is for Ruchika. Hi, Ruchika. ट्रेलर इज़ ऑसम। रुचिका, हमने बहुत सारी थ्रिलर फिल्म्स इधर देखी हैं, तो ऐसे में आप पे कैसा प्रेशर था इसको डिफरेंट बनाना? किस तरीके से ये आपने डिफरेंट रखा है? इसमें हम क्या अलग देख पाएंगे?
थैंक यू वेरी मच स्मिता जी। आई थिंक टिपिकली जब आप एक हूडनेट थ्रिलर देखते हो उसमें बहुत सस्पेंस और थ्रिल एज द नेम सजेस्ट है, लेकिन ह्यूमर बहुत लिमिटेड हो जाता है। बट इस फिल्म में प्लॉट क्वर्की भी है, मर्की भी है, सो आई थिंक दैट राइट बैलेंस ऑफ अ लॉट ऑफ ह्यूमर। एंड जो ट्रेलर में अगर आपने देखा, स्टार्टिंग में कहा है कि अंग्रेज चले गए इन्हें छोड़ गए, तो अगर आप पंकज जी पे तब जूम करेंगे तो ये जब हम सब बातें कर रहे थे, ही वाज लाइक मैं कहाँ हूँ। एंड आई थिंक जस्ट द लेंस विथ विच Dinu and Homi have looked at this film as an outsider who enters this posh Delhi club, which makes it so aspirational, and yet with Pankaj ji's character it makes it so rooted. तो कभी कभी आप इनके साथ हंस रहे हो, इन पर हंस रहे हो, मतलब 20 रुपए का टिप राजा जी दे सकते हैं ऐसी दुनिया में। But yeah, so I'm hoping the humor and just the way we've tried to reinvent this genre, I'm hoping that it sets a new sort of benchmark for storytelling of whodunits and Netflix in India. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Next, if you raise your hands, the volunteers will help you with the mic. Hi.
Hello, here, center, at the
Right
center.
center, yeah.
Shilpa here from Mayapuri magazine. My question is for Karisma. Hello, Karisma ji. Karisma, as a seasoned actress, how do you navigate the nonsense of character development in an OTT platform compared to traditional cinema? What aspect do you find most rewarding in this digital space?
Later. So, to be very honest, I think in OTT, things are much more realistic, much more prepared. Not that they aren't in films, but in OTT, you have a lot more readings and a lot more time given. And then there are two ways, because some are long platform, which is like a series, which is very different, but this was a film. But the interesting thing for me in Murder Mubarak was that this character, she is, yes, an actress and maybe a dream girl from suspense movies, but she's very real. She's very quirky and eccentric, but she's very human. And that's what I found really intriguing and different, because that was Homi's main thing, that yeah, she may be a bit OTT in her ways, but she's human. So I really liked, that aspect from it. So you'll see a different me. I hope you enjoy it.
Great, thank you. Well, my next question is for Homi ji. जिस तरह से कहानियाँ आप बताते हैं जो ऑडियंस को हुक्ड करके रखती है स्टार्ट टू एंड, तो क्या कुछ कहना चाहेंगे मर्डर मुबारक इस फिल्म के लिए नेटफ्लिक्स ही प्लेटफॉर्म क्यों अकॉर्डिंग टू यू?
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice, sorry. No, because I didn't have a choice. It was a fantastic marriage.
Hello.
It's been, for a while I've been wanting to have that red N on one of my pieces of work, and now I finally got it. And what was your question?
Why Murder Mubarak on Netflix platform?
The collaboration.
Because it's the best collaboration you can have for something like this. They know how to package it. They know how to do everything good with it. So it's a no-brainer.
Hi, this is...
And that was Sara's mic drop because she appreciated what I just said.
Yeah, on the center, this is Sohail from Instant Bollywood. My question can be to any of the filmmaker, Dino ji, Homi, you could answer, or Ruchika.
I'll answer.
I don't know, it would be very fair to ask this question, but then, ये जो film है, suspense thriller है, मुझे याद दिलाती है 36 Chinatown की actually. And I would like to ask Karisma also, like, Kareena was there in the film. तो जब वो क्लब की कहानी बताते हैं तो वो film immediately, it reflects. So how Abbas Mastan ji were there, who is known for his twist and turn and lots of, like, he's made such good films. So how were you, very conscious about the thing that you don't, people don't compare that thing and you try to be a little different also?
Well, I unfortunately haven't seen that film. So I don't know if I'll be able to pull any references from that into this. What makes this film extremely unique is the fact that it's carved out of a book. So it's a piece of work that's already been written a while ago, and the script has been carved out of that. And I don't know about the film. I mean, I haven't seen the film you're talking about, but I'm not sure if any film has been done in a colonial gymkhana, which we have only a handful of in the country, where it's based. So that's the quirkiness is. It's actually it's quite a caustic look at the elite, but a subsect of the elite who are in these colonial clubs, living with a colonial hangover, where the politics of the club is more important to them than the politics of the country, where they live for each other's validation, and it's a very bizarre world. I mean, it's the rich have never looked so poor.
I'm not sure whether Kareena was in this movie. She was? Okay, I'm sorry, I may have not watched it. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't watched this movie, so I can't really comment about that. But this movie is very different.
Okay, so I can assure you, I can assure you, and we've known each other for a while. This film has been written as a book. You're more than welcome to get the book. Anuja, I'll get one more copy sold and you can read it. There's no similarity between any film. It's, I think, probably the most original murder mystery coming out of India. That's how original it is. You will not find a scene that's a copy from anywhere also. That I can assure you.
Hi, my
Well,
question
let's
is...
not judge the book by its cover. We get to see it on the 15th of March, and with that, we have time for one last question.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Aina, and my question's to Sara. So, Bambi Todi looks, like a very distinct character, and my question to you is, how different or similar is she to Sara, that's you in real life?
Well, I think that she's quite different to me. What do I say? No, honestly, I think that both me and Bambi Todi have been born in maybe a world of privilege. But I think the main difference is that I think Bambi's a bit oblivious of her privilege in a certain way. Like, she just expects it to be that way because she doesn't know any better. I think that I recognize the privilege that I come from. I also work with people, and I think I have a slightly more real upbringing to her. And as a result of which, I'm a little more maybe sensitive than she is. But I think she's also infinitely more stylish and glamorous than I am. And she's also a kleptomaniac, which you will find out. And I'm not, or at least I have to say I'm not. So those are the differences. But yeah, well, Sanjay sir thinks I steal all his food. But that aside, I think, yeah, that should hopefully answer your question.
My next question's for
Well,
Vijay.
that's all the time we have for the Q&As. One more? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. My question's for Vijay.
Oh.
I want to know that, a lot of people, it's no secret that you're Netflix darling. Have people come to you for advice that how should they navigate their career when it comes to OTT?
I'm sorry, I lost you.
Have people asked you for advice how to navigate and go about their career when it comes to OTT because, your Netflix is darling?
What advice do I have for others?
Or have people come to you? Do people ask you for advice?
No, nobody asked me for advice. Nobody considers me wise
May
enough
I
to
answer this question?
the advice.
अच्छा काम करो, acting अच्छा करो, अच्छी acting करो, सब set हो जाता है. Correct?
Thank you
And
so
work
much.
hard.
Well, there's so much.
Nayan.
The-
Nayan
no,
can ask.
What's okay, one last question. आपका हुक्म सर आँखों पर.
Thank you, first of all. So my question is to Karisma. Recently, Dil To Pagal Hai was, re-released, and we have seen the craze that people have in the theaters still for you. And I think in the movie also you play a darling movie star. You are a darling movie star, and you will remain that. But there is one complaint that I'm thinking possibly all of us have, is that you do very few projects. And today there's a different paradigm shift vis-a-vis actresses, especially because of the OTT revolution. People are getting a lot of good parts to play, and thanks to Netflix as well. Would we see you more now?
Well, that's many questions in one.
That's why, no time.
To be very honest, I do selective work out of choice. I like doing that. I like to be comfortable, and I like to sail at my own pace. So, and that's the genuine truth. I think I'm lucky and thankful that I'm in a position or situation where I can say yes or no. Firstly, that answers. Hopefully, I will do more work, but depends on what I feel, genuinely. The other thing is, I don't know, I didn't play an actress in Dil To Pagal Hai. No, yeah. But yeah, here, see, for me today, I want to do interesting roles. Literally something which will make me leave home. I've been lucky enough that I've played many unusual characters over the years. So I really need to be motivated and excited to go to a set. So yeah, that's the thing, and thank you so much. I think Dil To Pagal Hai was ahead of its times, and I'm so glad the audience still enjoys that movie. It's a special one for me. Thank you.
She's a darling superstar, and you're a darling friend of ours from the media. So thank you for the question. And that's called for the end of the media Q&A from our media. But one last question, because there's so much quirk and so much masti happening right here. What is the funniest moment, if any one of you could share, any funny incident from the sets of Murder Mubarak? There's so much masti happening right here. So,
well, honestly, I think for us behind the camera, watching our director and his performance was the best thing for me. Genuinely, like she said, just watching Homie and his swag.
सेट से ज़्यादा मज़ा आता था रात को पैकअप के बाद होमी के कमरे में। ओह, मतलब बोलते थे कि हम यादें बना रहे थे और साथ में फिल्म बन रही थी।
There's a lot of mic drop, and basically it's true. It's true.
Lolo keeps dropping the mic.
Anybody else would like to add anything to any funny incident?
डिम्पल मैम अपनी कुछ ज्वेलरी खरीद के लाती थी पुरानी दिल्ली से। यार क्या पहनूंगी होमी, ये देखिए लाई हूँ।
The funniest was because it was an ensemble. कुछ ये जो मौजूद है यहाँ पर धुरंधर लोग, इनके अलावा डिम्पल मैम और भी कुछ 7-8 important की कैरेक्टर्स हैं इस फिल्म में, तो बहुत बड़ी कास्ट है और उनमें से सबको मॉनिटर देखना होता था। जैसे कट बोले सब पहुंच गए, मॉनिटर के पास में सांस लेने की जगह नहीं होती थी। होमी यूज्ड टू सिट ऐसे बाल अपने खींच के, get out guys, no actor should come near the monitor. So this was something that he had to really, like, he had to have his guard on all the time.
I definitely think that
Mike, please.
Who? Lolo ma'am. No, I definitely think that the गर्दी problem was a big problem, क्योंकि होटल में भी ये problem हो गई थी। क्योंकि एक बार जब मुझे पता चला कि दिल्ली में avocado toast बहुत अच्छा मिल रहा है, तो मैंने सारे avocado शायद खा लिए, तो संजय सर को मिला नहीं था। So I think the rush was a real problem on and off the set. Sorry, Sanjay sir.
No यार, सारे avocado, पूरे दिल्ली का avocado, सारा मक्के की रोटी, सरसों का साग और avocado, अगर खत्म हो गया किचन में नहीं तो सारा के रूम में जाते थे, वहाँ पे सारे पड़े होते थे। और जो आप बात कर रहे हो 8 एक्टर्स की, वो जो हमारा एक पोस्टर है जो हम ऐसा देख रहे हैं, वो मर्डर नहीं देख रहे हैं, हम एक्चुअली मॉनिटर देख रहे हैं।
Thank you so much for reliving the memories of the sets of Murder Mubarak. I request all of you to please step forward for a nice photo op.